Hey, what's up? Welcome. My name is Mikey Shattuck, and I run a creative marketing agency in Portland, Oregon. And today in this video, what I want to talk to you about is a new concept possibly for you when it comes to approaching business online, approaching business in general, as far as figuring out what to sell to customers, what customers want, the two most important things, and how to do that in a new and modern way that works really for any business. So what you're looking at here, if you're watching this video and if you're listening on the podcast, I'll make sure you have a link, is the ability to get a 100% view of a 17-minute long video for just 17 cents. And these are highly targeted views in countries that actually have money. Most of them are in America. Some of them are in the United Kingdom. Some are in Canada. But those are all countries that do have an economy to where you could make money in them. You can get really cheap views just by running ads to Africa or crazy third world countries. But the idea here is to really understand a process that will allow you to change your perspective on how you're approaching your business and selling products or reaching people with educating them about your products, anything like that. So these really cover some challenges that if you faced before, it's really going to help you out. And it's the biggest challenges are what to sell online. What should you be selling as far as a service or a product for e-commerce, maybe, starting an agency, or you're just trying to make money online, or you are selling something online and you really don't know who to sell it to correctly. A lot of people, I've talked to thousands and thousands of people, and those are the two biggest issues that I have found. Those are the two biggest issues that I had. And once you figure out something to sell, then who do you sell it to? Then more importantly, how do you sell it to them appropriately and effectively for the method? You don't have to sell on Amazon if you're selling products. You don't have to do webinars if you're a coach or if you're selling courses or something. What you do need to do is understand your audience and exactly what they want and give them offers and products based on exactly what they want, not just guessing. Before I learned this, I was completely lost. I started my business as an entrepreneur doing video production, and I had no clue about marketing or advertising. And I had to push myself to be self-educated and to learn about marketing and advertising, as far as real marketing and advertising, to make money beyond just, for me, what I was making six figures very quickly doing video production because I was able to cold email hundreds of thousands of local businesses very quickly because I figured out some ways and some hacks to be able to cold email local businesses. And that was like the best level of communication that I had ever had gotten to in business. And it allowed me to become successful very quickly in my first venture and my first thing that I tried, which was amazing. But at the same time, I had to backtrack a lot because I was starting a business without knowing a lot about business. And the biggest thing that I found was that I had zero communication skills. Now, what that means is it wasn't that I wasn't not able to talk to people, because I actually had great sales background before that. I had done years and years of sales, sold many different types of things. But the idea of communication when you actually own a business, to be able to have hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that listen to you and pay attention to your brand and your business when you're communicating, that is real communication skills for your business, okay? So what I had to really learn was how to communicate as a business brand, how to have a voice as a business, and then how to be able to constantly follow up and build audiences based off of people's behaviors and interests. Because that's real communication, is you're talking to someone in real life, and you're going to have hopefully you have a conversation that allows you to, each person is communicating and talking, but you're persuading, you're moving the conversation based off of what the conversation is going off of and talking about, if that makes sense. If you're asking questions, things like that. So you can do all of this online with communication, with education, more importantly, with the concept of indoctrination, of indoctrinating people into your brand, into your overall what it is you're trying to sell and do. That's really what is hugely important. And through this, I was able to help thousands of people start and grow their businesses online, because this is really the number one principle that I found that makes the biggest difference between people that try to start doing something online or have a business that are doing okay, or they have a business that they're struggling in. The ability to communicate and have multiple communication channels that you are using constantly, and do that really, really effectively and cost effectively and efficiently. Email communication and what I'm showing you here today are two of the greatest, most effective communication methods on the planet, because of how inexpensive it is. And more importantly, like with email, you can email people forever, for years and years and years. I have people on my email list that have been on there since I started in 2015. So for 5 years, they've been getting my email every day and reading it, a couple hundred people for sure. So that's actually, pretty exciting and pretty great for your business and exactly what you want to be doing and building, because it's a way for you to kind of foolproof in a way your business, because you're not relying on one traffic source. You're relying on being able to communicate to hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of people to be able to grow or start your business online. And you don't have to do what everybody else is doing and saying that you need to do. Based off of what I'm showing you here today, I have done all of these things, and I think they do work well for different reasons. And what I'm talking about is building email lists, gating your content. So building email lists are important. You need to do that. If you're a course creator or an authority or an author, or you're selling a course mainly or something like that, gating your content mainly means not what I'm doing here. So usually people would try to get your email and then have you watch this presentation this video that you're watching right now. But what I'm doing here is I'm doing the exact opposite, is I'm putting my best stuff out there for free in front of people. Hopefully this is helpful and valuable to you and helps you make money. And then through that, I do get a percentage of people that end up being clients or end up buying my course or something like that. But putting value first is the only way that you can actually do this correctly. And you don't have to do it through funnels. You don't have to do it through social media-ing, through blogging, through vlogging, through all of the crazy things that you can do. Because if you look at the actual reality of what it means, 17 cents to get a person to watch 100% of a 17-minute video is, that's pretty astronomical. 99 people watched 100%, spent $17.53 on this video so far. So the thing that you can do with this, though, is you do actually build out a funnel. So this is just $5 a day. I've been running this. You can do $1 a day and start out doing this for your brand, for no matter what you're trying to do online. Having a video that allows you to build a collection, if the video is actually good and allows people to continue to show intent. So basically, if you have a commercial for your product, if you're doing e-commerce, then the longer people watch that commercial, the more information and education they're getting about your product. That should be the goal of the commercial. That way, then, the longer people are watching the video, that means that they're more interested in what you're doing, what you're talking about, what you're teaching, what it is you're educating them on. And that works for B2B, for any type of business, honestly. So this is why being able to track people at every rate, all the way up to 100% of watching your video, seeing how inexpensive it is to get people to watch a really long video, allows you to really quickly indoctrinate, build trust, build authority, more importantly, in all of this. And in a way, somewhat of a celebrity-like credibility, because the next step is sending people that watch, say, 50% or even 75%, or 100%. If you're really pushing out a lot of ad spend, you can get thousands of people to watch 100% of your video, and it would be even cheaper than 17 cents. But what you would do is then send a video to these people that have watched 100%, that is specifically to them. So like this video here, people that have watched 100% of the video previous to this one are getting to watch this one specifically. And it's a process of trying to really just build a relationship and educate people and helping them understand ways of doing things that your business can help solve them. So I obviously have courses. I have an agency where I help people start or grow their business, no matter what their business is. So, that's kind of how we approach it. And what we found is the most common mistakes are really people not warming up audiences before they're trying to sell things. I mean, this is kind of like sales 101 a little bit, but a lot of people don't understand. They jump into starting a business and there's a lot that they don't know. That was my experience for sure, but I did understand sales when I started. And warming up an audience is, for an example, a long time ago, right after high school, I would sell big screen TVs at this local electronics store. And anytime someone came in that had already been to at least 2 other stores looking for a big screen TV and they were shopping around, if they had gone into other places before looking around, they were most likely the ones that I could close and that would buy, because they are very, very warm in their pursuit and in their intent of purchasing. So this is how education works, is they're going around and educating themselves on prices, on availability, on different things like that. So what I am doing is educating people on potentials and opportunities that you can use the internet and advertising to make income, to grow your business, or to start your business online. So warming up your audience is very, very important. Not using ads like this to educate your customers this is like foundational of all business now, is using video ads to educate your audience that is cold, to help them become warm, and then to help sell your products and your services, right? This is very important. It's very simple. As I showed you, it's very inexpensive. I mean, that's incredible. 17 cents to get someone to watch a 17-minute long video is like, wow. Going after leads without giving value first. So this is how the tides are shifting, and how you need to be shifting with them, hopefully before them, and going after trying to build your email list to get someone on your webinar, or just trying to get them to go click and buy your product directly without giving value first. And this works for everything. So a great example is, even if you didn't use a video, of doing advertorials. Advertorials have been around in advertising since magazines, since printed ads really, and they're just a way, like it's an actual some sort of educational story or something that is actually valuable and educational, but it's actually selling a product, but it's telling a story of really how somebody had a problem and then this product helped solve that. So those are ways of kind of combining value as well as lead generation or selling. But, it does take a little bit of advanced knowledge and experience to be able to create those effectively. But you can do it. There's so much great education out there. There's so many great ways for you to really allow yourself to open your mind and expand. And self-education is the way to do that. That's how I am here today. That's how I've been able to work from home, have an online-based business 100% for the last 10 years, since 2010. And, really automation is coming very quickly. The robots are taking over more and more. The only way to learn how to use the internet to really effectively make money is by self-educating yourself from people that have been doing that. And there's a lot of people out there that you can choose to learn from. For me, I've chosen to learn from every single person that I can possibly find that's teaching anything that's related to anything I want to know. So in this video specifically, we would be getting deep into, I would be talking about teaching you how to do exactly what I'm doing, how to get ads out there that are video educational indoctrination ads for very inexpensive, get people to watch them for like I was showing the example of 17 cents for a 1 minute for 17-minute video. That's the whole goal here of what we're doing. And I have courses as well as you can check out some case studies if you're interested in hiring my agency and working with me to either start or grow your business. You can go over to my homepage. It's MikeyShattuck.com to check that out. And I have courses about lead generation, about e-commerce, about being able to use Facebook advertising, and basically everything that you need to do to either pursue making money online if you haven't started yet, or grow your business. And I'm not selling $1,000 million courses and all this types of stuff. I'm looking to help educate as many people as possible. So don't hesitate to go check out those courses. You can go to my homepage, or there's a link associated with this video to go find out all of those. Otherwise, if you're looking to hire an agency or work with someone to really, really get dialed in and focused, I have some particular programs based off of kind of what price level your product is, because for me, that's what I found is if you're selling something over $1,000, it's very particular on how you can do that. And really, most people want to just talk on the phone to people. So if you're in the coaching, kind of consulting agency space, that is really what you need to be focusing on, is driving people to get on the phone. If you're in the e-commerce space, it's a lot more lower end usually of a price point. If it's a high-end e-commerce, maybe that's $500, stuff like that. I used to work a long time ago, back in 2007, with some really high-end e-commerce that was selling high-end baby furniture and stuff that was like $3,000 to $5,000, which people would buy that online, which is fantastic because it's still an e-commerce and it's very reputable products that they were purchasing. But most likely, people don't need to talk to someone if it's under $1,000 or around $500 or around, $30 is usually an average e-commerce price point. But they do if if you're selling something over $1,000. So I have some case studies set up if you're interested in really excelling your business or jumpstarting your idea, dialing into your niche, figuring out what you're trying to do. If you're looking for specialized mentoring, one-on-one help, there is that available. Or if you're just looking to self-educate and learn how to run ads yourself, that's just a course It's just easy to watch a couple videos every day and take action on them and be able to see some great results. That's what I've been able to do. It's just hard to find the right information. That's why I put courses together to help people really get focused and have the right information right in front of them without getting lost in the YouTube university and anything like that. So don't hesitate to reach out if you got any questions, but definitely go check out my courses and the case studies I got available for you to watch. You'll learn a lot. I guarantee it. And thank you for joining me in this episode. I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks.